This episode has been brought to you by Los Angeles Neurofeedback, training your brain to reach your highest potential. For more information, contact Cristina WOOD at 310-600-0159 or visit them at losangelesneurofeedback.com. Welcome to Pushrim, Life After Injury podcast for March 13, 2014, episode 38, Neurofeedback. I'm Ray Pizarro.
I'm Richard Bell.
We want to thank our audience for being with us. These podcasts were created to talk about spinal cord injury-related topics, disability resources, and also spotlight individuals that found way to get past their challenges and are now a great source of inspiration. On this episode, our friend Cristina WOOD, who received her master's degree in marriage and family therapy, will discuss what neurofeedback is all about. Thanks for joining us, Cristina.
Hi, Cristina.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It was
Very
nice
exciting.
seeing you at the Abilities Expo in LA. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
So tell us about yourself. How did you decide to get into neurofeedback?
Well, I received my master's degree in clinical psychology in 2007, and I've been working with families, children, adolescents. And actually, I was working with a lot of children with ADHD, and there was a lot of confusions with parents in terms of how I would treat my child. Should I go and use medication? Should I not use medication? And
medication was horrible.
Yes, and then
I was ADHD.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I hated the medication.
Yeah, and normally children don't like, right? But it's like a lot of the times they need in order for they to be able to concentrate, to pay attention, to
function.
To
and
function
not
at
be a
school.
distraction to other students.
Exactly. Right? And then when they cannot concentrate or be part of the group at school, they suffer from low self-esteem and problems with even depression and other things. So then discussing that with the parents, a lot of the times, even though I really like to focus on natural treatments and alternative treatments. I actually, for some kids, there is the need that, otherwise the child will not be able to function at school. So, but I was searching for new treatments that wouldn't be non-invasive, that would be an alternative to medication. And I ended up finding neurofeedback, and I started learning and studying more and being more interested in that.
Excellent. What is neurofeedback, though?
So neurofeedback is a very resourceful treatment that helps the brain to regulate itself. So it's about the central nervous system getting in a way that regulates all aspects of the health. Okay. So it is what we call fitness for the brain, because it's like a workout for the brain. And like I say, I have in my brochure, is your brain fit? It is because when you are doing neurofeedback, actually you are helping the brain to work out.
Wow.
So
sounds comprehensive.
Yes.
And it seems like it could treat a lot of different disorders, not just ADHD, right?
Yeah, no, you can treat a lot of disorders, and like I say, if it is for the central nervous system, so then when you regulate the central nervous system, you are regulating your health in general. So it's like today we treat ADHD, we treat post-traumatic stress disorder, we treat anxiety, OCD, we treat depression, a lot of problems related even to the physical, like migraines, like stomach problems. Memory improves, concentration. So it's really.
I also see that you guys do sleep problems, sleep disorders. It helps with that also.
Exactly.
Yeah, my friend Carlos suffers from some sleep disorders, night terrors and things like that, and he really hasn't found a less evasive way of dealing with that, but maybe neurofeedback might help them.
Exactly. It is really effective for sleeping disorders and chemical dependency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like how does the treatment work?
Yes, in reality, normally we suggest 20 sessions, the minimum. So, like a person comes to me with a problem with depression, for example, I will suggest for the person to start with 20 sessions. A lot of the times, like I have some results by this 5-6 sessions, we have some results where the person gets out of that state in we cannot work with because the person is so depressed that she or he is not functioning. And then after that, after the 20, if we really didn't reach our goal, then we continue. ADHD, normally we need around 40 for children and a little bit more for adults. Mm-hmm. So, and this is the way it works. We have electrodes that we actually attach to the scalp of the person. And these electrodes sends to the computer messages of how the brain waves in that part of the brain are working. And then the computer sends a feedback to the person, and the brain, through images like video games or movies, through the computer and auditory, then the brain learns what the brain needs to do in order for the brain to self-regulate.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
It is.
It's amazing. That's pretty cool. And I see you have a little friend with you there on your lap. It's not because you're a Bear fan, but can you tell us about your friend there?
Yeah, so Teddy is a friend of my clients. And then actually, like I say, feedback comes from the monitor through images like video games or movies that the person is watching. And the bear brings the feedback for kinesthetic, so tactile feedback.
Oh.
So while the monitor is giving the feedback for images and sounds, the bear is giving feedback for in terms of tactile.
Now, you had a good example at the Abilities Expo at your workshop of how it actually works, where you said riding a bike and relearning that. Can you
Oh, yeah,
talk
it's
about
like when we are learning how to ride a bike, we need to work on our balance with and learn gravity, how gravity will help you in order for you to be able to ride the bike, right?
Okay.
So then it's like when you start to have all these mistakes that you were making, right? And the brain is helping you to adjust that in order for you to be able to learn how to work with the gravity and ride your bike, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing. Like when you were watching the monitor and the movies and the video games, the brain is actually helping you with the mistakes that you are making and adjusting that in order for it to self-regulate.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds, and it sounds like it would be good for our community, especially because when you get injured, you're thrust into a world that is completely foreign, and people deal with it in different ways. There's depression, anxiety, and when you have those, it seems like it's difficult to participate while you're in therapy with different groups and different therapies to help you, progress. And it seems like it could be an anchor to hold you back. So.
Yes.
I was wondering, do you think that would be something that our community would be interested in?
Yeah, definitely, because it's just like I say, a person with depression a lot of the times needs a medication in order for the person to be able to get out of that state of
Right.
deep depression and function again, right? With neurofeedback, you can do that faster, actually, right? Because the medication takes like 6 to 8 weeks
Right.
to kick in.
And then you have side effects to deal with and addiction issues, right?
Exactly. And then and with neurofeedback, you have that result faster. I'm not saying that medication is not necessary at all, that there are times that medication is necessary, and then this is I always work with the doctor or the physician of the person in order for us to be able to work with the person. But then there are times that it really is faster, and the person is able to function faster and better, improving all aspects of his or her life, though, then helping the person to take the actions that the person needs to take in order to recover, right?
No, that's a good point you make, and there's always there's a certain stigma when you look for help or there's help out there that has some kind of treatment or mental treatment for your brain, because everyone thinks, oh my God, something's wrong with me. It's really not that situation with neurofeedback. It sounds you're more giving it a tune-up and making sure you open up all the cylinders in your brain to be able to do things
operate
better.
at your full potential.
Exactly.
And I always say that, for example, people, if you have a toothache, what we're going to do?
Yeah,
You're going to the dentist, right? And then you treat that, and you're okay, right? And things are all right. And it's the same thing with the brain and with psychological and emotional issues. There are times that you're feeling some kind of pain, that it's important for you to go there and take care of that. And then after that, you were living your life normally, right?
And I have to confess, when I was in rehab at Rancho, the therapist came in, psychiatrist came in, talked to me, and she came with a kind of an attitude expecting that I was depressed or, but I didn't feel depressed, and I got angry and I kicked her out. But I think if somebody had approached me with the idea of neurofeedback, I would have been way more open to, talking about whatever issues and participating better and getting more out of my therapy. So I can see how that I hope this field expands and people who are injured take advantage.
Not only that, but it also becomes integrated in part of your rehabilitation process in a way, right?
And then life,
Exactly.
life afterwards.
Because I can see that they can help also with the physical recovery. So it is because like I said, through the central nervous system regulated, then everything in your health becomes better.
Right. And then, so what could I expect throughout treatment if I were to do neurofeedback as a therapy?
You can, let's talk about depression, right? So let's have the example of the depression. So a person's depressed and comes to therapy. A person doesn't have pleasure with things that she used to do, or is not sleeping well, not eating well, not functioning, not going to work, not taking showers, or want only to be in bed. So then with neurofeedback, the person starts to get better. So normally I have the measure from 1 to 10, how much is it that you're feeling depressed? So the person's stage would be 10, right? So with neurofeedback, the tendency is for the person every visit to decrease more and more. Okay. So like I treated a client last week, for example, that came for 10, right? She came, she was 10, and the week after that, she was 3. So it's really powerful, and you see that there is a great difference.
And you treated her with the electrodes and the bear.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Exactly.
It actually sounds kind of fun.
Anytime you could incorporate plushy, soft animals and toys into the part of therapy, it always makes it easier.
Ray
right?
will be down for that.
I'm with it.
Yeah, and people are very like, they come and they watch movies, right? So
Yes.
then it's like 30 minutes watching a movie and
And then you mentioned video games. I'm a
video
video
games.
gamer
Oh,
by
yeah.
heart, and
You
I don't
can
think I'll
play.
ever stop playing.
I'm probably more of a movie, but I like video games. But this guy's insane about it.
Well,
I like movies.
Well, if you were to see the video games they're coming out with, they look like movies. You're
yes,
like in a
they
movie,
are.
right?
Mhm, yeah,
They make
they're
it all
powerful.
theatrical and everything.
I don't have that games, but they're cool too.
No, we might have you have to do neurofeedback because of night terrors after I show you a game that I've been
Oh my
playing.
goodness.
Oh wow!
But
Well,
it's
what's
pre-
the game called?
I think it's called Outlast.
Oh, yeah, Outlast. Oh, yeah, please.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to turn it off and take it in doses because it was too much. I
Oh my
said 10
gosh.
minutes. I said, okay, tomorrow with the lights on, I'll try it again. But
So he's going to need some neurofeedback.
I think
after
so.
that. Yeah. A little bit of treatment.
wanted to bring up another topic because when someone deals with a catastrophic injury or different issues like depression, anxiety, and so on, it not only affects them but their family as well, and they could get kind of pulled into these other things. I mean, do you have family also participate when they come in and say, you know what, it's affecting me as well? Can I get help?
Yes.
Does that happen?
Yes, a lot of the times we assist parents that with kids with ADHD or trauma or family of people who has problems with addictions. So it's relational. So a lot of them get really involved with the problem also, and they are affected. So they also can participate in the treatment.
Yeah, like marriage, if you were married before you got hurt or maybe after, how that adjustment is
Yes.
for you. And some
Yeah.
people don't take it as well as others. So
Yeah, I think the trauma affects the people around you sometimes as much, if not more, than it affected the person that experienced the
Of
trauma,
course,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
And for me, it was friends. They really didn't know how to help me. It was out of their control. You know, they could only do so much. Just be there for you and give you moral support and ask you if you're okay. If you need anything, let me know. And I'm sure they kind of get a little, some kind of emotional impact that they have to go through as well.
Of course, yeah, because it's very impacting everybody, right? It's impacting everyone in the system, in the
In different
family
ways.
and the friendships and yeah.
And then once someone has gone through treatment and everything's over, do they tend to learn to adapt and use what they learned in therapy, like to continue to stay
Yeah, sure.
without depression or without ADHD or
Yes.
so it's lasting is what I'm asking.
Exactly. In the treatment, it is like when you go through neurofeedback, like I say, your brain and your central nervous system is actually regulated. And
Okay.
then the need for interventions later is less. You don't really need a lot of intervention. And you can come sometimes for a booster, but it's not in the same amount of sessions that you had. In terms of ADHD, I think that for children who need medication, like I say, in the short term for the parents, it is like the neurofeedback is expensive. But if you think about a long term, neurofeedback is not expensive because you go through this treatment, 40 sessions, and then the child is okay and don't need medication. They don't need medication anymore.
Right.
And
So you don't have that lingering cost.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And if the child needs medication throughout their lives, there is not only the expense with the medication, but also the impact of
Of them being successful. And,
exactly
Right.
and the medication side effects also,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
So it's
yeah.
something that you have to deal with.
Yeah, and also it sounds like it works as a preventive measure as well, as far as people falling into deeper depression, deeper anger stages where they're not able to either go back to outpatient therapy or go back to work or continue their activities. So I mean, it seems like this will help in that case.
Yeah, it just
also
seems
as
better
well.
all around, actually, because if you miss your medication one day, you forget,
Yes.
then the depression is even worse,
Yes.
and then it's harder to re-regulate, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's a non-invasive, non-drug
You don't have
treatment
to worry
to
about
that.
forgetting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Then when your central nervous system is regulated, then you are okay. And then you are able actually to learn more skills in order for you to not get back in those
Right.
same patterns that lead you to depression or to anxiety or any other symptoms that you have.
Excellent.
Now, where do you see neurofeedback going, or where do you see the future of neurofeedback growing to one day?
Well, I'm very excited because I feel and I see that it is really growing and a lot of people starting to know about it and being able to try and willing to try. And I think that it is really very beneficial because then we will help people to be able to be treated in a more natural and alternative way. So I feel that more people learning about it and more people being interested in trying, it is very good and a very good sign because we can go in a direction of a lot of preventive, of a lot of more balanced life for everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was wondering, because you're the first person I've spoken with who deals in the field of neurofeedback. Is there more of you guys, or are you
Yeah,
the only one? Or,
No,
like,
no,
how's
we are
that?
growing. There are,
Okay.
there are a lot of practitioners.
Yeah, because I know people in other states that are further away from you
Yeah,
might be interested, so they can look up somebody in their area.
yeah, they can look.
Okay.
We have a lot of practitioners throughout the United States, and
Right.
it is
Okay.
growing, which is, I think, just amazing, great. Because
It's really great to have options.
Exactly.
But to be honest with you, I never heard of neurofeedback or knew what it was about. Maybe I heard it in the news once in a while, but when I got hurt, I got hurt in '93, and there was really nothing
There was nothing.
like that. And
There
to
wasn't
learn
much
about
in
that.
2002 when I got hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
So as technology and innovation and different holistic approaches to all these great therapies and treatments come out, it's going to be a win-win for all of us. And it also crosses over, right, to different disabilities, not only spinal cord. Because an
Right.
able-bodied person could have all these issues as well.
yeah, she mentioned like she
Yeah.
mentioned post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with that.
exactly
Yeah.
after impact or
Right.
something.
Or at their work, they probably have a type of job that is really mentally straining, and those people need it as well.
What about people that are really angry?
Yeah, it helps too. And it is really, like I said, we work with certain areas of the brain, and actually, what really works is because in that area of the brainwave activities are not working very well. So then, what neurofeedback does is adjust that and help that brain waves to work better. So then, in terms of anger, for example, emotional reactivity, we work with a lot of the right side and the prefrontal cortex. So then it helps the person to really decrease their reactivity. And at this time, the person is able to really learn through cognitive behavior therapy more skills in order for the person to really learn how to handle anger in the future, because anger is a human emotion, and we will always have anger.
Oh yeah, I know people with a lot of anger.
Yeah, sometimes.
Myself included. No.
No, but we have anger. It's not as normal, right?
Right.
But the main thing is how you behave when you are angry. So then when you have this control, it's better for you, for your health, and for your relationships, right? Because then you will be able to learn assertive communication in order for you to express whatever it is that are your needs that are leading you to anger. So then when you resolve that, then you are able to really communicate better, have better relationships and have a better life in general. So,
Yeah, because a lot of people bottle it up, and that's not healthy. And a lot of people act out on it, and that also could be dangerous, So you have to know how to diffuse and vent out that frustration in different ways. So that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it's healthier.
This is awesome. I'm learning stuff every day, and neurofeedback and all the great things that they're doing with helping people is great. As we get to wrapping up here, I mean, is there anything else you want to add, Cristina, regarding your therapies and where they can maybe find you and get in contact with you?
Yes, actually, I would like to mention that I'm part of a Homecoming for Veterans, that I offer free treatment for veterans, and I have a waiting list now. Then I treat one veteran per time, and I will be more than happy to receive calls if somebody would like to be treated. And I am actually in West Los Angeles, in Santa Monica Boulevard. And you can reach me at my phone, 310-600-0159. And
your website?
My website is losangelesneurofeedback.com.
Oh, okay.
Great.
That's easy enough to remember.
Yeah, definitely check her out. Her website's there with all the great information and photos. Even there's a video there on there that you could watch. And
yeah, we have actually a lot of different videos for different problem areas. Like I have a video for children with autism, video for children with ADHD and adults, and I have a video for chemical dependency. I have a video for veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
So, and a video explaining exactly what neurofeedback is, and it's very resourceful. So,
Okay.
feel free to visit.
Good deal.
And you can, if you haven't found us already, we're on Club Pushrim. That's our YouTube channel. And that's right, we have a website, don't we?
We do. It's a social networking site. This is where everyone makes connections. It's pushrim.com, as you can see on our banner there. But just feel free to join, and we like to bring you guys interesting, different, and variety of topics that maybe could help you guys out deal with life after injury, basically, and what we have to go through and all the challenges we have to get through. So once again, we want to thank Cristina WOOD for being with us.
Yeah, thanks.
And
Thank you, guys, for
enlightening.
having me here.
No, it's been a pleasure and a learning experience. So we like to wish you good luck on your on your work and keep up the great work out there. So. But yeah, also check us out on iTunes, and if you want to get in contact with us, you can reach us at info@pushrim.com with any questions, show topics, or any ideas, maybe how we can bring a better show to you. So with that, we leave you guys, and we'll catch you on our next episode.
All right, take
Thanks
it
a lot.
easy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.